Hello and welcome to the second to last, the penultimate task in our creative writing course. Now, in our last session, we looked at choices that the writer makes when they begin shaping their initial ideas. Making choices such as point of attack, deciding when in the sequence of events does our story begin, thus establishing when the reader is first present and able to witness things firsthand, and what part of the story remains in the past and must be told to the reader secondhand. We looked at what decisions might go into an opening section in a piece of writing, what priorities and what purpose the writer may have in mind, particularly the idea that this is the first time the reader is encountering the work and a good impression is important. Getting the reader intrigued, invested, committed, giving them a hook, whether it be something dramatic, something emotional, something mysterious, getting them to buy into the concept and follow where you are going. We also spoke about points of view, the various methods of narration that a writer can utilize to tell their story. We focused upon two main methods of narration. The first person narrator using I, me, we, and the third person narrator, he, she, they. We compared the two in a number of ways. First, in terms of scope, how a first-person narrator, being a character within the story, often has a limited view of the facts, of the motives and the actions of others, while the third-person narrator, being outside of the story, is able to view and report on the totality of the narrative, essentially omniscient, knowing everything. The third-person narrator can offer an objective telling of the story, one that the reader can trust is, on the whole, truthful, while the third-person narrator retells a more subjective version of the story, coloured by their emotions, their history, and their biases, opening the door to questions of who or what we can trust. Is our narrator an unreliable narrator? We spoke about how this choice on perspective can be the most impactful a writer can make, affecting all aspects of the narrative because it fundamentally determines the reader's access to knowledge, what they know and when. So, with all that in mind, let's look at today's task. As you might guess, it's a task about narrators, about points of view. I want you to envision a climactic, dramatic scene. A house fire, a car crash, someone toppling off a building, or a horse going mad. Something with peril and danger and high stakes. Choose your point of attack, and then I want you to write 300 words from a first-person point of view. And then I want you to write another 300 words from a third-person point of view, recounting the same events. I want you to contrast the two approaches. Contrast the emotional, subjective viewpoint of the first-person narrative with the more detached, objective viewpoint of the third-person narrative. I will be looking for what information you choose to give in which viewpoint. Good luck, and I can't wait to see what you have for me.